SUD. She was faithfully sitting, admirable and full of charms. The noble son who like him can compare with God Enlil. Aya put the holy semen into her womb. Nun Barsigunu faithfully gave birth, and she brought her up and suckled her at her breast full of good milk. The young girl burgeoned, and she became full of flourishing beauty. Nizaba, at the gate of the Ezagin, she stood, the object of admiration, like a tall, beautifully shaped cow. At that time, Enlil had not yet been given a wife in the Ekur. Enlil's name was not yet famous in the Ki-Ur. After traveling through Sumer and to the ends of the universe, in his search throughout the land, Enlil the great mountain stopped at Eresh. As he looked around there, he found the woman of his choice. He approached her, and overflowing with joy, engaged her in conversation. "I will make you perfect in a queen's dress after standing in the street. How impressed I am by your beauty, even if you are a shameless person." In her youthful inexperience, SUD answered Enlil, "If I want to stand proudly at our gate, who dares to give me a bad reputation? What are your intentions? Why have you come here?" Others had already tried to deceive and made her angry. Enlil answered the SUD, standing closer to her. "Come, I want to speak to you. I will have a talk with you about your becoming my wife. Kiss me, my lady of the most beautiful eyes. The matter rests in your hands." But the words had barely left his mouth when, right in front of him, she went into the house. The heart of the wise lord pounded. He called for Nuska. "What is your wish?" He gave the following instructions to him. "I want you to go back to Eresh, the city of Nizaba, the city whose foundations are august. Do not delay. Repeat to her what I am going to tell you. I am a young man. I have sent this message to you because of my wish. I want to take your daughter as a wife. Give me your consent. I will send you presents in my name, my marriage gifts. I am Enlil, the descendant and offspring of Ansar, the noble, the Lord of heaven and earth. The name of your daughter shall become Enlil. I will present her with the Gagis Sua as her storehouse. I will give her the Ki-Ur to be her beloved private quarters. She shall sit and live with me in the Ekur in the august days. She shall determine fates. She shall apportion the divine powers among the Anuna, the great gods. And as for you, I will place in your hands the lives of the black-headed people. When you get there, let the woman I have chosen for her beauty. Do not go to her empty-handed, but take her some jewelry in your left hand. Waste no time. Return with her answer quickly. Nuska, the head of the assembly, had received Enlil's instructions. He wasted no time. He directed his steps to Eresh. He entered Ezajin, the residence of Nanib-Gal, and prostrated himself before Nanib-Gal on air dies. Nuska speaks. Then Nanib-Gal went on speaking flatteringly to the minister. Advisor, fit for his king, ever observant. Who like you could give counsel daily to the great mountain? How could I contest the king's message which his slave has received? If there is truth in what you have told me, and may there be no falsehood, who could reject one who bestows such exceedingly great favors? Makes our mood and hearts happy. Let us consider that amends have been made. By bringing the marriage gift and the presents in his name, the insult is wiped away. Tell him, you shall become my son-in-law. Do as you wish. Tell Enlil the great mountain, do as you wish. Let his sister come from her side, and she shall accompany SUD from here. Aruru shall become SUD's sister-in-law. Let her be shown the household. Inform your lord, thus in his August Ki-Ur. Repeat this to Enlil in the privacy of his holy bedchamber. After had instructed, Nuska took his seat on it. Nanib-Gal called and gave her advice. My little one, asleep indoors, leave the house of Nisaba's wisdom. Nuska is knowing and wise. To his presence, pour him beer. According to the instructions of her mother, she washed his hands and placed a tankard in his hands. The minister opened his left hand and gave her the jewelry and everything, and set it before her. She received the gift. He directed his steps to Nibru, kissed the ground before Enlil. The great lady had said, as she had instructed him, she said, Advisor fit for his king, ever observant, who like you could give counsel daily to the great mountain? How could I contest the king's message which his slave has received? If there is truth in what you have told me, and may there be no falsehood, who could reject one who bestows such exceedingly great favors? Makes our mood and hearts happy. Let us consider that amends have been made. By bringing the marriage gift and the present in his name, the insult is wiped away. Tell him, you shall become my son-in-law. Do as you wish. Tell Enlil the great mountain, do as you wish. Let his sister come from her side, and she shall accompany SUD from here. Aruru shall become SUD's sister-in-law. Let her be shown the household. Inform your lord thus in his August Ki-Ur. Repeat this to Enlil in his privacy of his holy bedchamber. It made feel good, brought great rejoicing in Enlil's heart. He raised his head, and animals came running. Herds of four-legged animals graze together in the desert. He caught living in the mountains. He made wild bulls, red deer, elephant, fallow deer, gazelles, bears, wild sheep and rams, lynxes, foxes, wild cats, tigers, mountain sheep, water buffaloes, monkeys, and a thick herd fat cattle jostled together noisily. Cows and their calves, white cattle with widespread horns, rope, ewes and lambs, goats and kids, large kids with long beards scratching with their hooves. Lamb and majestic sheep were dispatched by Enlil towards Eresh. Large cheeses, mustard-flavored cheeses, small cheeses, milk, the sweetest dry honey and the white honey were dispatched by Enlil towards Eresh. Dates, figs, large pomegranates, jipar fruit, plums, halub nuts, almonds, acorns, dilmun dates packed in baskets, large pomegranates gathered from orchards, big clusters of grapes, trees in fruit, trees from orchards were dispatched by Enlil towards Eresh. Horse from Arali, the faraway land, rock crystal, gold, silver, the yield of the uplands, heavy loads of them, were dispatched by Enlil toward Eresh. The dust from their march reached high into the sky like a rain cloud. Enormous marriage gifts were being brought for Nanibgal to Eresh. The city was getting full inside and out. It was to be replete. Nanibgal, the mother-in-law of Enlil, the woman who had been slandered, was treated kindly by Nuska. The mother-in-law of Enlil, the woman Edzina, the lady, disregarded the flatterer that spoke to her daughter. May you be Enlil's favorite wife, the wife of Enlil's heart, and may he speak to you sweetly. May he embrace you, the most beautiful of all, and tell you, "Beloved, open wide." May the two of you never lose the pleasure of excitement. Make it last a long time. May it be that the pleasure of excitement will never be lost. You two on the hill, and have children afterwards. When you enter the house to live there, may abundance precede you, and may joy follow you. May the people line up for you wherever you go, and may all the people for you. The fate I have determined for you should be fulfilled cannot be altered. Go with head held high into the Ema. Then Aruru grabs her by the end and led her away into the Eshma. She brought her into the Ekur, the house of Enlil, and in the sleeping quarters, in the flowered bed like a fragrant cedar forest, Enlil made love to his wife and took great pleasure in it. Enlil speaks. From now on, a foreign woman shall be the mistress of the house. May my beautiful wife, who was born by Oli Nizaba, be Edzina, the growing grain, the life of Sumer. When you appear in the furrows like a beautiful young girl, may Iskur, the canal inspector, be your provider, supplying you with water from the ground. The height of the year is marked with your new prime flax and your new prime grain. Enlil and Enlil procreate them as desired. The harvest crop raises its head high for the great festival of Enlil. The scribal art, the tablets decorated with writing, the stylus, the tablet board, reckoning and calculating, adding and subtracting, the shining measuring rope, the heads of the surveyor's peg, the measuring rod, the marking of the boundaries are fittingly in your hands. The woman, the proudest among the great princes, from now on, SUD. A holy song praise Enlil and Nilil. Nizaba speaks. Spend your time on the hill. Enter, and may abundance precede you. May the people line up for you. Aruru grabs her into the Eshma. She brought air into the shining Ekur and poured the best perfume over her face. In the sleeping quarters, in the flowered bed fragrant like a cedar forest, Enlil made love to his wife and took great pleasure in it. He sat here on his dais appropriate to the status of Enlil and made the people pray to her. The Lord, whose statements are powerful, also determined a fate for the lady Aruru, the woman of his favor. He gave her the name Nintur, the lady who gives birth, the lady who spreads her knees. He made beautiful and Bati Bira's containers, everything pertaining to women that no man must see. Enlil speaks. From now on, a woman shall be the mistress of the house. May my favorite wife, who was born by holy Nizaba, be Edzina, the grain, the life of the land. When she appears in the furrows like a beautiful young girl, may be her provider, watering her with water from the ground, as she grows prime grain and prime flax. The harvest crop, the great festival of Enlil, the measuring rod, the marking of the boundaries, and the preparation of canals and levees are fittingly in your hands. The farmer entrusted cultivation into your hands. Proud woman surpassing the mountains, you who always fulfill your desires. From now on, SUD, Enlil is the king, and Nilil is the queen. The goddess without a name has a famous name now. May it be you who determine that the destiny attends to it. As the presents are given in the shrine in Hebrew, a holy song of praise is sung. Enlil, the lord of the countries.